way to some other part, totally leaving their homes. But it seems bad, maybe not as dramatic proportion, but it's not a very pleasant thing at all.
Yeah, I can only imagine. But it isn't cold, is it? Because, I mean, if people are coming out with a little sun, it means that summer still is underway in London and you're enjoying it, I suppose.
Well, in Warsaw, the sun is coming out a bit, but in some parts it is still cold, not the kind of weather you would expect. I mean, we've been having like 20 to 23 degrees for some days now, so it has dropped pretty much.
Thanks a lot, Doris. We'll be keeping in touch with you as the weather changes, hopefully not for the worse in London and also here in Lagos. Flash floods we've been experiencing by afternoon. Of course, all of that reduces. Doris Okenwa, our correspondent in London. Let's move over now to a different kind of situation Mother Nature is presenting in the United States. Do what you can to be more careful during the rainy season, but where there is thunder and lightning involved, especially, unfortunately, one man was killed and several people hurt after lightning struck on a crowded Venice beach in Los Angeles, California. The lightning struck amid a rare summer thunderstorm, spreading panic among bathers and visitors. Lifeguards fanned out across the beach and the water to attend to the injured, many of whom were treated at the scene. Elsewhere in California, emergency crews are battling to contain wildfires that are threatening hundreds of homes. At least 14 homes have been reported to have been destroyed by the fires, which blazed across drought-stricken grassland and forest areas.
Clap of thunder I've ever heard in my life because it was so close. I thought it was like a bomb almost.
All of a sudden you heard this crackle, this giant burst up in the sky that I've never seen like that. And I'm from the Midwest, so we see lots of lightning. And then all of a sudden it was the loudest thunder I ever heard. And it was like a scene out of Jaws. All the mothers were going in to grab their kids. We all got up off the ground and we were just amazed at what had happened. We saw some commotion off by the water line, and another person was struck by the lightning and he was unconscious laying on the beach.
Well, the Young African Leadership Initiative Summit has begun in Washington, D.C., the United States of America. 500 young Africans are participating from across sub-Saharan Africa, Nigeria inclusive. A 3-day-long event will feature an opening speech from Assistant Secretary of State John Kerry and from Secretary of State, John Kerry, and a conversation between the YALI Fellows and President Barack Obama. The YALI initiative, which trains the next generation of African leaders, is President Barack Obama's initiative to invest in the next generation of African entrepreneurs, educators, activists, and innovators. Our correspondent, Adeshara, who is in Washington, D.C., covering the event, brings us the latest.
Well, it is a very big day for the 500 YALI Fellows who were selected from a very resourceful pool of over 40,000 applicants from sub-Saharan Africa. And it is not just a big day for them, it is a big day for Nigeria because Nigeria has the highest number of delegates in this program. 40 Nigerians made it to this program. Now, the height of today's program will be the address of President Barack Obama to the YALI Fellows, and it gets even better. He will not just be talking to them, they will be asking him questions. So basically it is a conversation between the YALI Fellows and the President of the United States of America. It probably will be the most exciting opening event for the 3-day-long YALI Summit here in Washington, D.C. I'll keep my eye open for all of the details and I'll get them to you as soon as I get them. From Washington, D.C., Adeshara Josh for Channels Television News.
Our correspondent who's our eyes and ears on the ground in Washington as young leaders discuss with President Barack Obama. Now it's a season of celebration for literally all Muslims around the world. And now some might want to celebrate doing simple things like going for a bus ride with their dogs if they're not at home eating, that is. But if you're a dog lover and you don't want to leave your precious little best friend behind, we've got the solution for you. At least some people do. But the only thing is perhaps it only happens on Sundays. There's a new bus service that gives dog owners an opportunity to run around pet-friendly parks.
Pets are not allowed on most public transport. Pet parks are few and far between, and taxis for long distances could be expensive. But what began as a Facebook campaign started by 3 frustrated pet lovers in 2012 has now become a regular Sunday affair, allowing pets and their owners to travel to one of the 18 pet-friendly parks across the city. Founder Camric Tu called the service 99 Bus because 99 sounds like dogs in Cantonese.
Hong Kong is not a dog-friendly city, and most of the Hong Kong transportation do not allow pets to get in. But Hong Kong have many pet lovers, so they have the difficult to take their pets to go around city, but they do want to. So that's why we want to do the pet bus for 99 Bus.
Since its launch, over 1,000 pet owners have taken advantage of the bus service. On Sunday, the bus made 2 trips, bringing dozens of pet owners to Penfold Park, the biggest dog park in Hong Kong. Cammy Tu said she used the bus service to help her dog Pearl to socialize.
Because she's shy to face other dogs, and this is a good chance for her to meet other dogs and make friends, a big dog friend.
Depending on the distance, a round trip costs between $7 and $12 per person, with a 2-hour stop at a park. Playing with her 3 dogs in Penfold Park, situated inside a horse racing course, 18-year-old student Tiffany Leung said it was her 3rd trip and that her dogs loved traveling by bus.
They like playing with other dogs, and then when they get on the bus, because sometimes when I bring them out, I need to put it in the bag, and then they will bark very loud. That's why they dislike it in the bag. But when they go on the bus, they feel very comfortable. So I know that they are happy with this.
According to 2011 government statistics, 166,500 Hong Kong families have dogs, representing 7.1% of all households in the territory. Hong Kong has some of the most densely populated areas in the world, with animals and humans often coexisting in tiny flats no bigger than 450 square feet. Animal charities such as the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals report that a worrying proportion of dogs are never taken for a walk or not more than once a week.
Dogs taking bus rides in Hong Kong. What's next? Next, dogs taking vacations to where? Dubai or where? I don't know. But that's the world today. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Giovanni. Sports News is up next. I, Olumide Macaulay, will be taking that. Please stay with us.